here's another great online tool, and it's a tool for creating slideshows. You don't need to install any software. It's completely online, and it's a way for students to create slideshows with pictures, which they can then add written and spoken comments to, and then also other students or other people can make comments on their slideshows. So there's a whole collaborative and interactive element to it, which students really enjoy. I've used it a few times with them, and they really do like it. The basic idea, and perhaps I'll show you an example a little bit later, but the basic idea is that you create, let's just delete that one for a second. You create these slideshows through this quite simple interface. You can see at the top you can go to the create button, and then you can upload images either from your computer or from the internet. It can be video, it can be audio, it can be a picture from a web page, it can be a picture from your computer. For this example, I'm going to take one from the computer. Let's say, for example, I wanted to give students some information about different kinds of animals. Let's say I was doing a project on biology or zoology or something like that, and so I need to find an image from the internet. Let's go back here. Okay, let's find something like a toad. Okay, now he seems a suitably ugly fella, so let's chuck him in. I'll put that in, and you see the picture turns up there. So this is the first picture in my slideshow, and now I can comment on this picture in different ways. So you can see we've got the picture here, we've got the comment button, press comment, and then I can either record audio, which will record my voice. I'm using the microphone. I can't do that now because I'm using it to talk to you, but it's possible to do that. Or you can just type a comment. So I can say this is the rare, lesser spotted Australian toad. Okay, and I save that comment. I can type another one, but I can also do things like, circle parts of the picture, and then I might want to say, well, notice the size of his eyes. Okay, then I save that. Okay, so that's now saved as a picture with the two comments. I can play it, and you can see what happens. Alright, notice the size of his eyes. So that's the first one. I can then add to that. I can take another picture. Let's go to the internet again, and let's say I want to take a picture of a rattlesnake. Okay, again, I can just copy the image URL, which is normally the best thing. Sometimes it doesn't want to copy. Let's try another one. Copy image URL. Having a problem with that. Let's try another one. Oh, there we go. Okay, so those are our two pictures. I can now click on that and comment on the rattlesnake picture, just as I did the other one. This is the dangerous, South American rattlesnake. Okay, and I can add further comments. All right. So then I can go back to my thing. I can reorder them in different ways. I can add really as many pictures as I like, and as many comments as I like. You can only make 3 slideshows altogether. Those are the ones you're allowed for free. You can pay to make more, but 3 is probably enough. You can always start deleting them. So it's a neat little tool. I'll show you a good example of one in a moment, and this one is showing places that I've worked. This is one that I showed to my students. What you will also see on there is that students have made comments on my slideshow. So this is the really great thing. Students can create slideshows, and then they can watch each other's, and then make comments themselves, either written or spoken. You know, if we have a look at this one here, and we take a look at this particular slideshow. Let's just cancel that a second. I can go to share, okay, and then I can get a link, and I can copy a link which then I can send to people, and then they can use this to watch my particular slideshow. So you know, this is really helpful, and then students can comment on each other's as well. All right, and then there's my one here, and then they can watch it full screen that way. So yeah, as I say, in a moment I'll show you this one, which is about the places I've worked. I showed it to my students, and you can see their comments on it. But that will be at the end. Just to note, it's a great little tool. Students who've used this really got into it, really enjoyed it. You know, one thing I found, it might be a useful way for students to get to know each other at the beginning of the term. They can create little slideshows about their family or the place they come from, and then comment on each other's. They can find out what they learned about each other. You know, it's quite interactive and collaborative. They can do them together as well. So you know, definitely one worth trying with the students, I would say. Yeah, this is Crete. This was my an island, a Greek island, and this was the place where I started teaching many years ago. It was a beautiful place, very hot in the summer. You could go to the beach. The work was very hard though. I had to teach many hours, and the students were mainly teenagers and not very cooperative. Yes, this is Vilnius in Lithuania. I lived here for about 2 years working as a teacher. I really enjoyed it there, but the winters were super cold. Summers were nice and hot, and it was great to sit outside in the streets. The capital, Vilnius, is an old city. Looks a little bit like Prague or something like that. Yeah, really loved it. Okay, yes, this is Kyrgyzstan. As I mentioned in the comments, a very mountainous country. I think about 96% of the country is mountains. Very small country, and not very many people living there, only about 5 million. It's an interesting place, a mix of different ethnicities and cultures, and you know, I loved living there, I really did. Yes, this is Bulgaria, and this is specifically Sofia, the capital where I lived. You know, I enjoyed being there. Not that much. What I did like the city centre, particularly with all the trams going through. I thought that was really nice. I tried to start my own business here, but it didn't work very well.
Oh, sorry, David, to hear that. I think we will get another chance, another place, maybe in Saudi Arabia. Come and try. Give it a thought.